everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Chargers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Texans, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look inside the intimate StubHub Center here in Carson. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. DJ Reader getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. His throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Finds a seam inside the 40. Complete. It's Henry. And he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Flushed out right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A very solid gain of 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now Foreman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Big boys down there in the trenches in a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Detroit! Over!
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. Pushing his way through. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Watson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. second down. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Carry for Foreman, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Again, it's Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 10 more there and another first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now. Green
to throw here. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
He'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 23. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on second is Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout. making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. All right, Larry. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here we go now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. They'll run with Foreman. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Foreman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
To throw is Watson, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sharif Floyd in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll make it 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to try and throw. And caught by Henry. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
There was definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Hopkins, strong running. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there at 22.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run again with Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run for it here. This is Prosh, the fullback. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble-prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball.
It's caught at the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A gain of 39 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the I. They'll go with Foreman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Green 39! Green 39!
try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamar Taylor, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. And some space here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And now out comes Houston. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
Whoosh.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Red 38.
They run the counter now on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Hudson's going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Let's go.
Now it's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has...